Okay, so I was let out of jail a week and a day ago, last Friday. Today is Sunday. Not last Friday, Friday before. And I was in jail for 13 months without a conviction. Out of those 13 months, I was sent to a mental hospital. Norristown State Hospital, as a matter of fact. Why was I sent to a mental hospital? Well, it has to do something with the courts and being arrested for stalking and harassment. And did I do it? No. Was I charged with it? Yes. Why was I charged with it? Because the person who made the allegations works for a judge and they didn't do their due diligence, checked me out, they pushed me away, they told me to get out of the state, don't come back. Then I was arrested by mail, not in person. How many people do you know goes to the police station with a handful of documents that proves that your son's mom tried killing your kid, and the police tell you to leave and never come back? That happened to me in Yardley, Pennsylvania, with the Yardley Borough Police Department. Officer Glock told me to leave and never come back. And then 4 days later, they arrested me. And then there was a warrant out for my arrest. When he told me to leave, I left. I don't understand why I was arrested. Come to find out that there's lies on the affidavit of probable cause that led to the arrest. Said I was at. Here's the thing. My license plate number was not written down on the affidavit of probable cause from my son's mom. But a wrong vehicle wasn't even mine that was set up on the that was told on the affidavit by her that was indeed my vehicle. But the vehicle color and the model or make of the car is wrong. Um, and I don't even believe the maker was put on the affidavit either. So, with no license plate, with the wrong information, I was arrested, and the police never spoke to me about it. They never took my side. They only took what she said and what my son wrote up for her, and he signed. And I told this to my public defender, and they're still apparently going to have charges against me. So I have January 20th, I believe. I have a court date for my charges and to see what happens next. So I'm sitting in this ShopRite Starnes parking lot making a video, waiting to see if I can make some money today doing DoorDash, because I've been displaced and homeless for over 2 years now. Over 2 years now. Over 2 years ago, my my civil rights were violated. I was never arrested in person. I was never taken into custody. I was never fingerprinted at the time of my arrest, and I'm walking into the police station with documents that I told Chief Joseph Kelly that I want the video of me walking up there first, the morning of the arrest, and the phone call and the voicemail I left prior to me coming up with the paperwork. Anyways, it sounds really weird talking about, because I'm skipping to the end of the story instead of how I got arrested. But that's physically how I got arrested, but nothing was done in person. So that's how I got homeless. And now it's my first video after 13 months in jail. No phone, no social media, no walking, no outside world. Just being detained partial of the time in a jail and then some of the time in a mental hospital. I haven't even talked about that yet. I was in the mental hospital or brought into jail because somehow, some way, somebody said that I was incompetent, legally incompetent, not mentally incompetent. That's a totally different thing. At no time was my public defender, well, actually, my public defender is the one who asked for it, and he never told me why. But he never argued the merits of the case, and all of a sudden just decides to put me on incompetency, which is wrong because I'm very competent. And it was said by a judge in court. I have the transcripts for it. The judge asked who ordered this, and my public defender says, "I did, Your Honor." And then there was no reason, there was no talk about that. We never even talked about what happened the day that's on the affidavit. He never even went through, when I met him, he never talked about, what is being said and what the facts were surrounding it. He just took what she said as gold because she works for a judge. And that's how I got arrested. I got arrested because I don't know why I got arrested. Because I went to the police and I went to ask their help in a matter pertaining to abuse of my kid, and they arrested me. So I'm there with the documents. I'm handing it to an officer, and he's saying, "No, I made videos about that day." But I'm taken back by the fact that I was just in jail for 13 months. It's my first video a week and a day later, or 2 days later now. Today's Sunday, and that was not fun, and it wasn't called for. But it's not over yet, so I could be back in jail next month if I'm found guilty. So my public pretender has not done his job. About a woman who tried killing my son and getting away with it. And I have the documents to support that. So, being here on this Sunday, right before Christmas, today is, he says, Sunday, December 17th. Christmas is in a few days away, and I have nowhere to live. I live at a hotel. All because I called the child abuse hotline in 2007. I made a report about my son being abused and lied about his medical. And a county stands behind this woman who's done this to him. They never investigated my phone calls of abuse. Not one of them. But my son was the one being abused, and they're trying to protect the abuser. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. So, I've been out of practice on how to make videos. My sister talked about coming over and us making them, which is funny because she's the one who told me to take all my stuff down years ago that I kept up to help with my cause, but now she's telling me to put it back up. So I'll be making videos about the situation and see where it goes. So let's say 10 minutes. I'm prepared to go longer, but